In 1959, the Dyatlov Pass incident shook the Soviet Union. 9 experienced hikers had vanished in the Ural Mountains, and search teams found their bodies strewn across the snow, each more gruesome than the last. But when they pieced together what happened on that fateful night, officials concluded that all of them died from a compelling natural force. But could this chilling case be something more sinister? It was February 1959. And the group of 9 had set up camp at the base of Mount Otorten in northwest Russia. Their leader, Yuri Yudin, had planned a leisurely skiing expedition for his friends and family. There was no time limit, and they planned to spend the weekend enjoying the scenery before returning to their village on Monday. But just before dawn on Saturday, something caused them to flee their campsite in a panic. The search team discovered their tent had been slashed open with a blade from the inside. If someone had attacked the group in their sleep, they would have surely put up a fight. But there was no sign of a struggle. What's more, the hikers had left behind their skis, their food, and most of their warm clothing. And they did this in the middle of the night during sub-zero temperatures. Even more perplexing, some of the bodies found were several miles away from the camp. When investigators examined the hikers' belongings, they found no clues as to what could have caused such a mass hysteria. That was until they discovered something strange about the clothing. Some of the garments contained high levels of radiation. After some research, it was revealed that the hikers had been close to a secret military testing site where nuclear warheads were detonated. But the nuclear test was only part of the mystery. As the investigation continued, it became clear that the hikers had been exposed to a force so terrifying, it drove them to abandon their tent and flee into the night. When Yuri's wife, Zenaida, went to identify her husband's body, she noticed something disturbing. His skull had been fractured, but not by blunt force trauma. It was a clean break, as if Yuri had been hit by a bullet. Yet no one had fired a shot. One of the other hikers had broken ribs, and another had severe internal injuries. It was as if something had slammed into him with great force. One of the women in the group was found lying on her back with her ski boots a few feet away. Her name was Lyudmila Dubinina. And when doctors performed an autopsy, they found something that sent shockwaves through the Soviet Union. Her tongue was missing. But here's what's really strange. All the bodies were found in places where they could have easily been spotted, except for Lyudmila's. She was found in a narrow gorge more than a mile from the main camp, and she was covered with leaves and branches as if someone had tried to hide her body there. But who would have done this and why? To this day, no one knows exactly what happened at that camp in the dead of night. But theories abound. Some believe that the hikers stumbled upon something they shouldn't have, perhaps one of the nuclear tests or some other classified military operation. Others think a crazed hermit living in the woods attacked the group. But the most popular theory is that the hikers were trying to escape something or someone, and in their rush to get away, they made terrible mistakes. Perhaps they got lost or separated in the dark or fell victim to hypothermia. As far as the missing tongue and strange injuries go, some believe animal activity can explain those. But ultimately, we may never know for sure what happened to these 9 hikers. The government closed the case saying, quote, "a compelling natural force." But they refused to elaborate on what that meant. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching.